vivo, G4 presenta El Dictador contra El Nerdo Loco, The Internacional Fenómeno. ¡Ataca the show!
Welcome to Attack of the Show, everybody. TV's other source for all the stuff you care about. I'm Kevin Pereira. Thank you. Olivia's out today, so joining me now is Allison Hayslip.
Thank you very much. We are coming to you live from the G4 Studios in Los Angeles.
On the show today, James Cameron's sci-fi classic Aliens gets its own rap song. So, in case you're wondering, Ripley rhymes with Nipley and Facehugger.
No,
Okay.
no more. Just continue on.
Yep. Then it's our, but Facehugger does rhyme.
I didn't, Kevin.
And it's our new spin on comics coverage. We actually have the first ever Fresh Ink 101. Blair Butler's going to show you comic news, everything you need to know about The Dark Knight, with an extra special Batman bonus for the hardcore fans out there.
And then something really odd happened to me. Yeah, and Mel Gibson. He was there too.
Yeah, you still haven't been walking straight.
It was interesting. You'll see what happened when we chatted about his new movie, Edge of Darkness. Trust me, guys, you're not going to want to miss this one. And sexy Vulcan Jolene Blaylock will be here live in our studio to talk about her new role on Legend of the Seeker. We'll boldly go where no interview has gone before.
I hope I know where that is. It's time now to run down the top 5 things on the interwebs.
We're going around the net.
Time when even tough guys, yes, even tough guys, went rollerblading.
Right. However, this video proves why those days are long gone.
No. Don't clap. No one's face should ever make that sound. Let's not applaud that.
Oh. Rollerblades. Bad idea then, bad idea now. Also, the 90s called, they want their jeans back.
No! Not my Junkos.
All right,
You know what I'm talking about? You ever wear those things?
I'm sure they do. They all laugh because they all still own them.
The waist was 3 times smaller than the actual end of the jean.
Those are fantastic.
No,
Did you wear
weren't.
those when you hacky sacked?
No, I was an aggressive inliner. Thank you very much.
Oh.
So
An inliner?
aggressive inliner. So I wore pipe jeans and Junkos, and I fell off the roof of a Safeway while doing a grind.
No.
Yeah.
Why were you on the roof of a Safeway?
Because it was badass. That's what all the dudes
You
did
were
to
in
impress the ladies that they
rollerblades.
never had sex with.
Rollerblades. Never got them. All right, today's number 4 is from the 2nd episode of Season 2 of Charlie Brooker's News Swipe, courtesy of ye old British Broadcasting Corporation.
Oi!
Oi.
In this clip, Brooker breaks down exactly what goes into the editing of a news story. And I mean every news story.
It starts here, with a lackluster establishing shot of a significant location.
Next, a walkie-talkie preamble from the auteur, pacing steadily towards the lens, punctuating every other sentence with a hand gesture and ignoring all the milling around him like he's gliding through the matrix, before coming to a halt and posing a question. What comes next?
Another bit of dull visual abstraction to plug another gap now before the report segues gracefully into a bit of human interest courtesy of some dowdy man opening letters in a kitchen and explaining how he's been affected by the issue.
When I'm watching the news, I don't really, there's a person talking to me, telling me what's going on, and I don't really listen to what they're saying. It's just news. It's just news.
He, unfortunately, was boring, so to wake you up, this is an animated chart, this is a silhouette representing the average family, and this is a lighthouse keeper being beheaded by a laser beam.
And then I say something funny.
And then I make a joke that takes it one step too far.
And then we clap and laugh.
Today's number 3 item is the latest cinematic rap creation by YouTube user Robo Mayhem.
He's already wrapped up movies like RoboCop and Terminator 2 and even Predator.
And for his latest creation, he takes on James Cameron's other movie about humans gunning down a bunch of aliens. aliens.
Oh.
The escape pod narcissist floats through space and it drifts to the place of a deep salvage base.
Bio readouts are all on the green. Looks like she's alive.
There goes our salvage, guys.
She's sent to Gateway Station in hospital for weeks.
Side effects of such an unusually long hypersleep.
The company man Bert confirms all her fears.
You were out there for 57 years.
In space, no one can hear you scream. At least that was the case with Ripley's last team. A few months later and the company's in a fix.
We've lost contact with LV-426.
Why this could be, the company's none the wiser.
I would like you there as an advisor.
Ripley says no, comes as no shock though when she decides to go on the ship's Sinocco. Although she's new, she joins the crew and they all wake up in their cryo tube. A poe's more effective than any alarm.
Day in the Marine Corps is like a day on the farm.
You know, actually, watching this rap again reminds me just how similar Avatar is to Aliens. There's a butch hotshot lady pilot, mech suits, sniveling businessmen, Sigourney Weaver.
Yeah. The only difference was that the facehuggers want to have sex with your mouth, while I wanted to do like a little hair sexing with some of the.
Kevin, that's way too much information.
What to say with the dragons? Want a little hair sex action with the dragons? You know what I'm saying? It's for life.
That doesn't make it any better. Why wasn't that how they had sex? Can we talk about that? They made such a big deal about the ponytails, and then they did not use them for sex.
But how boring would that be, though? It's like, we finally get down to it. All right, clunk.
Clunk.
Is it good for you?
Oh my God, you're so good.
Is it in yet? I don't even know. Your pomade, my Aquanet. There's something going on here.
Rawr.
And I'm done. I'm not growing a braid just to get ladies. What was that?
I want a high five.
Oh, okay. I want a sandwich.
Thanks.
I mean, we're done.
No, fine, whatever. Coming in at number 2 is another rap, but this one's pretty awful. It's an Asian gentleman with a unique take on Springsteen's often misunderstood classic, Born in the USA.
Yeah, here's evidence that the only thing Asians should rap is fish into seaweed.
When I touched the Gentile slow, then moved on to trio, General Slow, the 7th Street Bully, General So, chicken in the walk, I'm like, trying to get it poppin'. You over there with open toe sandal, dip it low and pop, lock and drop it.
Okay.
Stick with the beat, man. Beat. There's a...
Yes, well, truly, Suck knows no nationality, so...
Yeah, the boss is having a bad year. First the Jersey Shore tards, and now this.
Yeah.
It's like, Jersey, we're just getting it knocked out of us, you know? I watched my mouth on that.
Do you claim Jersey still?
What? Of course!
Oh, wow.
Jersey pride, man.
I was like, yeah, you said that with pride. That's
I did.
Phenomenal.
But by the way, none of those people from the Jersey Shore are from friggin' Jersey. They're from Staten Island.
6 of one, half dozen the other. I mean, Guido knows no bounds.
We are not Staten Island, all right?
Okay, no, of course not. Still ahead, the most amazing live webcast fail that we've seen in a long time.
Your brain will want to punch itself out after the break. Trust me.
Come on, Snickers.
High five. Snickers. Snooki.
Wild and exciting world of professional live video casting.
Oh yeah, sorry, I'm falling asleep.
Stay with us, stay with us. This clip is using the Justin TV software. It shows us what happens when we're not careful about what we're looking at with our webcams. You'll be all right.
Go here, right-click download, and save as. Or you can go over here. Oh, can we watch ourselves? Well, let us do that on here. Ourselves? Oh my God! Ourselves? Oh my God! Ourselves? Oh my God! 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 That's cool. Pause that. Oh my God! That's cool. Oh my God! Oh my God! That's cool. Oh my God!
Okay, all right, stop. Stop.
Okay, I'll admit that was pretty entertaining.
That was. I mean, we should do that with our video wall.
No, I don't think that's a good idea.
Now let's get it up on the wall.
No.
Look, there it is. Hey!
No, really? This is just not a good idea. Kevin, you don't want to see
Oh, it's kind of freaking me out now.
No.
It doesn't feel good at all. what the hell just happened?
I tried to tell you, when you interact with your own videos on such a large scale, you rip a hole in the space-time continuum.
Well, why have we done this before? This is awesome, and it feels really tingly.
Yeah, I know.
Right in there.
But, I mean, you never know what's going to happen. That's why we don't do this.
Wait, is that our show over there?
What?
No, it's right over there, look.
Oh, my gosh.
That certainly was an enjoyable machinima video, Dallison.
I agree, Devin. I only wish there was more talking and standing in it.
What the hell is this crap? Hey!
Kevin, don't you know anything about time holes? This is an alternate dimension. Things are slightly different.
I don't like Dallison. Hey!
Coming up, Jock Tools will show you how to throw touchdown passes like Brett Favre.
Wait, no. Sports and machinima? This attack sucks.
Brett, this isn't so bad.
No, this is terrible.
And then stay tuned for our brand new world premiere from iJustine.
Peyton Mac is a hilarious new parody of yet another Rolling Stones classic.
No!
You're gonna love it!
It's not about her. This universe is evil! This is bad! Hey!
We have to get out of here! We have to get out right now!
In this universe, no one reads comic books. All our feature films are based on poetry and articles in Better Homes and Gardens.
But if you lose a bet and you have to read the comics, and you don't know where to start, Blair Butler has answers for you in a new segment we like to call Fresh Ink 101.
Welcome to the Batcave at Dreamworld Comics for the inaugural edition of Fresh Ink 101. We're going to be looking at some of the best comics ever written, and I'm kicking things off with a lesson plan on the gateway drug known as Batman. Okay, so maybe you've seen some of the Batman movies like The Dark Knight, or you've played the Arkham Asylum video game and you're ready to crack the spine of a graphic novel. Well, here's a list of some of the best Bat books for beginners and a little bit of extra credit for the advanced students. You've got to start somewhere, and you can't go wrong with Batman Year One. In this gritty 1987 reimagining, comic book legends Frank Miller and David Mazzucchelli update Batman's origin story, show how Bruce Wayne developed his pointy-eared alter ego, and introduce you to Jim Gordon long before he was the Commissioner. It's the dark Bat beginning every fan should read. Of course, you can't have Batman without his greatest villain, and there is no better introduction to the Joker than Batman the Killing Joke. You'll see what makes the Joker tick in this Alan Moore scripted classic that stunned readers when it first came out in 1988. A quick warning, Killing Joke includes a moment of violence so shocking and horrific that over 25 years later, it's still hotly debated by fans, feminists, and critics. This is the comic that turned the Joker from a ridiculous clown into the murderous monster we all know today. All right, so now you've met all the major players, and it's time for them to face off in the incredible comic that inspired the video game, Batman Arkham Asylum. First published in 1989, Arkham features gorgeously grotesque art and a twisted story by Grant Morrison that poses one of comics' most intriguing questions. Is the Batman just as crazy as the criminals he's sworn to take down? This chilling look at the origins of Arkham Asylum and the madmen imprisoned there may just be my favorite Bat book of all time. And now that you've seen Batman's past and present, it's time to tackle his future in the classic The Dark Knight Returns. In a dystopian tomorrow where the criminals have won, an elderly Bruce Wayne comes out of retirement to face the Joker one final time. But it's the climactic showdown with Superman that blew minds and established this hard-boiled 1986 Frank Miller Bat classic as one for the ages. And last but not least, if you've read everything else on my list, how about the craziest extra Bat credit ever, something that will pull together elements from every other story you've read? It's Batman Planetary Night on Earth. Planetary was a wonderful Warren Ellis and John Cassaday series that deconstructed comics. And in this team-up, we see Planetary's multi-dimensional explorers come face-to-face with multiple incarnations of Batman. from the cheesy Adam West TV version to Miller's glowering Dark Knight. It's a fitting tribute to the many versions of this iconic character and all the great Batman stories we've loved through the years.
So that's your curriculum for the first edition of Fresh Ink 101, but I promise this will be the best homework assignment you ever do.
And for weekly reviews of brand new comics, go to g4tv.com/freshink.
Yes, that way you can see Blair in her native environment, a small, confined space that's covered in comic books. But don't worry, she's happy there. She's like a gerbil in a shoebox full of cedar chips.
Yay.
She really enjoys it.
They're so cozy. All right, still ahead. I pushed Mel Gibson and Ray Winstone to the edge of darkness.
Oh.
Literally, something really odd goes down, and you do not want to miss this interview. Trust me.
All right, I'm game. Then Jolene Blaylock from Legend of the Seeker will be here live. And hello. You remember her as a sexy Vulcan called T'Pol, or as I like to call her, T'Pow, because she's hot. Get it?
I get it.
Yeah.
And later, you want mechs? You can't handle these mechs. It's robot exoskeletons in military tech.
This guy's trying to perform the famous flying fence kick. What happens next? Does his leg get stuck in the fence? Does the entire fence come crashing down? Or does he bounce off and land on his ass? Find out when we return. This guy's trying to perform the famous flying fence kick. What happens next? Does his leg get stuck in the fence? Does the entire fence come crashing down? Or does he bounce off and land on his ass? Hey, it's a good thing you gathered a crowd to see that. Hey, everybody, we are live, and here's Allison with today's news.
I'm over here. Hey, right here. Thanks. It's time to start the feed. It's Thursday, January 28th, and here are your top stories. As made clear at yesterday's Apple event, the iPad doesn't do Flash. Now, Flash maker Adobe has issued an official statement saying, it looks like Apple is continuing to impose restrictions on their devices that limit both content publishers and consumers. And without Flash support, iPad users will not be able to access the full range of web content, including over 70% of games and 75% of video on the web. Yeah. Apple claims that Flash isn't an option because it's a security risk and drains the iPad's resources. Either way, it'll be interesting to see what effect a lack of Flash has on the new tablet and vice versa. Has pre-production on an Avatar sequel already started? Ooh. Slash Film is reporting that technical crew members are currently being hired to work on Avatar 2 and are even having to sign 3 to 5 year contracts to work on the project. It's not a huge shock that Fox would rush a second film into production. Avatar just became the highest grossing film of all time. Hopefully the sequel will have hair sex. Short on cash? Well, if you're really good at playing MLB 2K10, you could make $1 million. What? Game developer 2K Sports just unveiled a $1 million prize to the first person who can pitch a perfect game in the latest edition of their signature baseball franchise. That's 9 innings of no hits, no walks, and no beanballs. The developer believes that few people will have the skill to pitch a perfect game, though a 2K spokesman told gaming site Kotaku, I would be shocked if someone doesn't get it, and we're fully expecting to pay it. The contest begins March 2nd and ends May 2nd. And finally, while the Australian government has always been infamous for banning violent video games and porn, their censorship standards just got really weird. Apparently, a new policy will ban any porn featuring women with small breasts because it could encourage pedophiles. And according to Fiona Patton, a member of the Australian Sex Party, as a result, there has been a sharp increase in breast size in Australian adult magazines. There's an Australian sex party? I guess my career in porn in Australia just went down the tubes. It's okay. I'm Allison Hayslip, and you've just been fed.
Thanks, Allison.
You're welcome.
Now, this Friday, Mel Gibson returns to acting in the thriller Edge of Darkness.
Yeah, I had the chance to sit down with the cast, and I found out things can go just a little nutty when you talk to Mel Gibson. Mel is back and more lethal than ever. In The Edge of Darkness, Gibson is a detective who goes on a rampage after his daughter is brutally murdered in front of him.
Mr. Craven, we have things to talk about.
How did you get to be so badass?
Actually, all you have to do is get old. Grumpy old men, isn't it? Grumpy. It is grumpy old men time, yeah. I guess you get the 50, 51, 52, and
well, there's grumpy old men.
You read into it a different way, don't you?
Where you laugh about it, and then there's grumpy old men where they're grumpy enough and they just kill a bunch of people.
Yeah, they just go to work.
You had better decide whether you're hanging on the cross or banging in the nails.
What is it about this revenge movie that's going to hook the audiences?
I think it's the emotion of one losing their child in front of them. That's not supposed to happen in life. You know, you're not supposed to see your children die, right?
Your death was an accident. No. She was poisoned with thallium by Mr. Bennett.
Do you think that this is how you guys would actually react?
I'd like to think that if anyone, and please God that I never have to find out, but if anyone hurt someone that you love so much, that you would react in that way, I'd want to kill him.
Well, let's take a walk and we can talk about it. I'm not walking in the dark with you.
The thing that I loved about this film is that we got old school Mel back.
He's the best. I mean, I actually saw this as taking a little bit of Mel from all the different movies he's done and rolling them in, and then you've got Al Craven. No one plays emotion like Mel, you know, first of all. And second of all, no one plays a revenge like him, you know, because he's not easily intimidated.
You just rear-ended an unmarked cruiser, and I made an observation that you're armed.
Did you guys just show up on set and like lights explode and the awesomeness that was you guys?
No, not really, did it? It was, how you doing, Mel? We sit down and
a cup of tea, a couple of biscuits.
Got it, and, you know, I got out of my wheelchair, you put the Zimmer frame away, and
there you go.
That was about it, you know.
Yeah, we were both sitting on hemorrhoid cushions.
Yeah.
What does it feel like?
What is The Edge of Darkness?
The loss of love, something you love and think so precious.
Darkness is usually like a lack of light or a lack of hope. This character is going through that phase where there's a lack of hope and he's on the edge of a nervous breakdown. And he knows it's a one-way street, and he knows it's going to end up dead and dark and final, and he's going to take everyone with him. So that's the edge. See this? Can you catch me here?
You're in the edge of darkness. I get it. Oh, and now you're back.
You go, the edge
Thank
of darkness.
goodness.
What do you think you are? I'm the guy with nothing to lose.
Shooting first and asking questions later, this is Mel at his finest. Nothing serves up revenge like The Edge of Darkness.
I like old school Mel. That's good.
The Edge.
The Edge.
The Edge.
The Edge of Darkness opens this Friday.
Yes, but right now, Kevin, let's talk about romance.
I'm glad you're finally making the first move, Allison, because since you started, I remember your audition tape and watched that thing relentlessly. Looped a couple sections and.
This February 14th, G4 celebrates Valentine's Day with a lineup of romance-free shows.
I had a feeling you were going with the promo. All right, let's do that too.
We're heading to Sin City to unzip the 2010 Adult Entertainment Expo.
Yes, and we're pulling out all the stops with our biggest AEE special ever, 2 hours of porntastic Valentine's Day goodness hosted by Miss Sasha Grey.
Go to g4tv.com/Valentines for more info. But right now, it's time for me to attack this camera stuff.
Oh.
Bye.
Bye.
If you love to capture every moment on your iPhone 3GS, but you want a little more stability in your videography, then you might be interested in the Steadicam Smoothie. This handheld stabilizer from Tiffin uses a counterbalanced tripod specifically fitted for your 3GS to deliver the smooth shots you'd see in Hollywood films. We don't promise that this mount will make you the next Spielberg, but documenting your next mini golf game will be epic. There's no pricing or release information yet, but you can head to Steadicam.com for more info. The era of 3D video is upon us, and what could be more fun than making your own 3D home videos, if you know what I mean? Yeah. DXG has picked up what I'm putting down, and they've developed the first 3D camcorder. Device.com recently posted pictures of the camera, and the design utilizes a pistol grip along with 2 lenses that shoot stereoscopic images. It will also come with a digital frame for 3D video playback. You know, it's all about baby steps in the beginning, you know, people, right? You know, but pretty soon, we will have cell phones that shoot in 3D. Mark my words. Today is the day I'm saying it. Cell phone, 3D. It's going to be epic. No release date has been set, but this camera will be going for about $400. Now, if you believe world domination can be achieved by capturing the soul of your enemies in a picture, like I do, then you'll want to get your hands on the D-Cam. Designed for Fermilab's Dark Energy Survey, this bad boy contains 74 individual CCD sensor chips for a whopping 570 megapixel resolution. Yeah, the camera will be mounted to a telescope so scientists can search for the presence of ever-elusive dark energy. Now, I'm not going to get into the science mumbo-jumbo of what dark energy is, but I'm pretty sure this camera can take pictures of your DNA. If you'd like to commission your own behemoth camera, it will set you back, only $35 million. Head on over to G4TV.com/AOTS for info on all of this upcoming camera tech and more. Stay tuned. Jolene Blaylock from Legend of the Seeker will be here. Stick around. Kevin might propose again.
This portion of Attack of the Show is brought to you by Warner Brothers Pictures' Edge of Darkness, starring Mel Gibson. In theaters everywhere tomorrow. Each year, our landfills are riddled with 50 million tons of e-waste. Unfortunately, only 10% of that will be recycled. It's time to take some initiative, and the all-new gcycle.org makes it easier than ever to salvage your old gadgets. We'll assist you with finding recycling centers in your hometown to get rid of old laptops and TVs. Hell, we even supply free shipping labels to send in used cell phones and PDAs to be recycled. Once you've played your part, reward yourself with our downloadable game Tetris and destroy more e-waste one line at a time. Visit the all-new gcycle.org today and start getting green with old technology. Now, my next guest is familiar to Trekkies everywhere, but her latest role on Legend of the Seeker has her tackling a different sort of fantastic genre. Joining me now, Jolene Blaylock, everybody. How are you?
I'm well.
Did you promptly roll up newspaper and beat the hell out of that thing after it set you free?
Nah, because you know, the poor little critter. I mean, it is one of God's.
That was a hideous-looking beast that was doing Lord knows what to your collar.
And there were like 10 of them there. You know, 10 spider actors, but we actually only used the one who was brilliant.
You can ask for CG these days. You don't have to put yourself through that.
But you know what? It was Halloween. And it was sort of like my way of celebrating.
Really? Yeah, let's shoot this under a ladder. Let me break a mirror, and then let these little guys crawl at me. That'll be fun. I don't know why you signed up for that, but it was hot, so thank you. But I have to ask, what exactly is a Sister of the Dark?
Well, a Sister of the Dark is sort of... okay, well, I just have to put it in Star Wars terms. A Sister of the Light, you know, would you know, roll with the Republic, and the Sister of the Dark rolls with the Empire. So
you're a little bit of Sith going on there.
Yeah.
Darker side, yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for putting it in terms that I think everybody out there understands. Yeah, I think this is a safe place to do that. Did you grow up watching Star Wars and Star Trek?
I did. You know, when I was a kid, I don't know what it was, but for a year straight, I would come home after school in the 6th grade and just put on the trilogy just back to back.
How worried were your parents? I mean, were they supportive of that? Were they like, oh, look at that? Or, oh, we need to just get her some friends?
I honestly don't remember them being a part of my whole experience.
You're like, no, I remember speeder races, and that's about it. And you've admitted that you are a bit of a, I mean, obviously growing up with Star Wars and Star Trek, you're a bit of a nerd girl.
I'm a total geek.
Yeah? Now, see, in what capacity, though? Because obviously that's a lot of frothy excitement in the corner of the studio. But in what, like, some girls will say, oh, I'm a geek. I played Tetris growing up. But you're like, You were talking about cloud computing before you came onto our set just a couple minutes ago.
That's right, because I'm a Steve Jobs fan, and I think that he just revolutionizes everything that we do. You know, he revolutionized the way we listen to music or the way we watch videos, and now with the tablet that I read in Variety, it's going to be it's heralded as the Jesus tablet.
Yeah.
I mean, this whole cloud computing is going to just revolutionize the way we live our lives.
The man revolutionized turtlenecks. Anything he touches turns to gold. But did you see the news on the iPad? Did you hear about it?
You know, I didn't see the presentation yesterday,
Yeah.
but I read the article in Variety this morning.
Are you an iPhone girl? Are you a gadget girl?
I am an iPhone girl.
Yeah.
You know.
Where's that? did the iPhone scorn you?
No, I'm a big fan of the hardware. I am not a fan of AT&T.
Oh, that's okay to say that here. That's okay to say that here. You're not.
Yeah.
You're in good company. What happened with AT&T?
Well, you know, just last week I dropped my iPhone in the ocean, and they don't cover it. It's a $700. It's a $700 purchase,
Right.
and I, you know, I did it. I had to do it. I have to stay connected, right?
Sure.
So I went into AT&T and I purchased the phone, and it froze on me for 2 days. And
The new phone, not the one that you oceaned.
Froze,
Okay.
black. Nothing. Trying the double reset, nothing.
Yeah.
So I go in, I wait in line, I'm there. I literally set the phone into the sales guy's hand, and he turns it on.
It magically
and I'm
works.
like,
Of course it
You're
does.
kidding
Yeah.
me. You're kidding me.
Yeah. Did you tell him to try and make a call on it? Because it probably wouldn't have gone through.
No.
It's AT&T. You'll be all right.
Yeah, that's right. I know. But the thing is like he treated me with such like a lack of respect and a lack of compassion.
What do you
for
think?
my
You were trying to pull
situation.
one over on him or something like that? Like, oh, the
He
phone
made me
works
feel-
now.
He made me feel as if I was trying to get a free phone, or something. I don't know. And you know what? I spent $700. He didn't buy me dinner. I didn't get a drink. You know, before you bend me over, it's like show me some freaking respect.
I agree. I would be locked into a contract for that. I would. What was his name? Charlie? David?
Jeremy? I don't know.
Hey,
honestly.
Jeremy? Epic fail, buddy. All right? You got to go to the Genius Bar for that stuff. You can't trust the AT&T. You have to go to the Apple store. They're a little more respectful there.
Yeah.
When I dropped mine in the pool, the guy looked at it and went, "Did this go for a swim?" I was like, "Yeah, not buoyant."
I know, those pink sensors.
Yeah,
they
they
give it
get you
away
every time. Damn it. You've admitted in the past, though, that you have a thing for Spock.
I do.
Are we talking new Spock? Are we Zachary, or are we going
You
for
know
Nimoy?
what? I thought he did a great job. I thought he did a great job. So, but I'm nostalgic. You know, I love the.
You're Team
original.
Nimoy.
Yeah.
That's okay to be. That's all right to be. So what's you got? Legend of the Seeker going on. Obviously, you got a new iPhone. You're set
Yeah,
now. What
yeah.
else is going on in your world?
You know, a couple of movies coming out. I mean, if that's what you're asking about.
Sure,
professional,
or later tonight. I mean, whatever. I'm just asking. I'm trying to get a taste for what's going on.
I
in
think
the world.
my husband come down and beat down on you.
Yeah, just whatever. I mean, whatever he's into.
I'd like to watch that actually.
Are you on the Twitter? Are you a Facebooker?
I am. It's Jolene Blaylock. Yeah.
So they follow you at Jolene Blaylock. And
Yeah.
would you tweet like, "Hey, I'm going to come on Attack of the Show," or is it more like, "I can't believe this AT&T guy. Someone needs to come and choke him
No,
out"?
I'm not like that. You know, honestly, I don't tweet my every move. It's yeah.
It's probably better you didn't because of guys like me. It really is. Yeah. Yeah. Be safe out there.
Self-professed stalker.
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah. Sign me up.
great.
I've only been by your house a couple times on Street View. Only a couple times.
On Google Maps.
Yeah, exactly. Just to simulate
Yeah.
it. I will hopefully see you tonight. You might not see me, but I will definitely see you tonight. Thanks for coming by the show. We appreciate it. I'm sorry that was probably the quickest interview I've done. I'm sorry for that. You guys can catch Jolene tonight. The second episode of Legend of the Seeker is actually this weekend. So tune in there. But let's toss things over to my sister of the dark, Allison.
Kevin, I totally thought tonight was my night for you to stalk me.
Look, I don't have to be mutually exclusive. There's...
Oh, I see.
I get
Fine.
around.
I'm a little jealous right now. Whatever. You know what I want to see? Mechs. Giant, awesome military industrial mechs. Yeah. And if we can believe today's military tech, I'm not going to have to wait very long. Yes.
With soldiers risking their lives in the battlefield, they'll have to rely on their strength, training, and the best tech available to give them the advantage. First on deck is Lockheed Martin's Hulk, a human universal load carrier. This mechanized exoskeleton allows a soldier to easily march and run while carrying up to a 200-pound load. The Hulk is composed of lightweight titanium and uses a microcomputer that senses the soldier's movements, allowing the user to kneel, jump, and move unhindered in the field. Currently, the Hulk can operate for 1 to 2 hours on its lithium-ion batteries. But now Lockheed Martin has decided to give it an upgrade and has contracted Protonex Technology to develop new fuel cells. This upgraded power system will allow the Hulk to operate for up to 72 hours and put us one step closer to seeing a real-life Iron Man suit in action. You may have already heard of the Boeing company's Laser Avenger. It's a Humvee equipped with a low-powered laser in order to shoot down enemy aircraft. Despite skepticism on its anti-aircraft capabilities, this recent footage from the Oracle shows us that it may have another purpose: blowing stuff up. The Laser Avenger is able to detonate these IEDs, or improvised explosive devices, from long distance within seconds, which is far faster than what any bomb squad or robot could handle. Now that this unit may have found its calling, it could replace the need for sacrificing personnel and equipment for disposing explosives. But sometimes you need some aerial firepower to back you up, like a 5th-generation stealth fighter. The F-15 Silent Eagle is a variant of Boeing's F-15 series, but is covered with radar-reflecting paint and carries its payload internally to reduce its radar signatures and improve its stealth capabilities. Boeing plans for the Silent Eagle to take its first flight this year and to sell the fighter to international buyers. With an estimated cost of $100 million per unit, it seems like South Korea could be a potential buyer and may have their own fleet of stealth fighters soon. With the advancements in the field or in the sky, war is becoming more safe and efficient with today's military tech.
Okay, I'd like to custom order a stealth fighter.
Okay.
Do you think I can get it in pink? Want it in pink.
Yeah, for $100 million, I think they'll make it whatever color you want, but pink might sort of negate the stealth part.
But it'll look so pretty when they shoot it down. Boo!
Okay.
Still ahead on Threads, we'll introduce you to
I like those girl
Etsy.
missiles.
The online marketplace where you can buy and sell handmade clothing.
Oh, yes, more unicorn humping a dolphin t-shirts.
It's a narwhal.
It's a dolphin.
Narwhal.
Stop it.
Narwhal.
Looking for something fun to do? Find Your Fix for the iPhone and iPod Touch is your answer. Find Your Fix's entertainment forecast finds you the best new movies, can't-miss TV shows, DVD releases, upcoming concerts, live sporting events, and more. Enter your location and use the calendar slider to see what's going on. Choose an event to read a quick review and check out all the details. You want to invite some friends along? Well, it's a snap to share your finds on Facebook or Twitter. You can even purchase tickets, CDs, DVDs, and set email reminders all within the app. Along with the calendar, there's a news tab for the latest entertainment headlines and a video tab to watch full trailers, some of which are red band. Find Your Fix is a godsend for entertainment junkies, and it's one of the App Store's hidden gems. Get Your Fix for free in the iTunes App Store. Coming up tomorrow on an all-new AOTS, it's an AOTS exclusive first look at the trailer for The Losers. It's based on the acclaimed Vertigo comic book, and you'll see it here first. Then Around the Net goes crazy with a rapping granny and a flying ghost cat. And it's a calorie-burning AOTS classic on a treadmill. You'll laugh, you'll sweat, and you'll learn a little something about multitasking. See it tomorrow.
Tired of wearing the same t-shirt as every other guy within a 40-mile radius of an Urban Outfitters?
Yeah, then this edition of Threads can actually help you out. Sick of wearing the same old boring clothes like everyone else? Then Etsy is your solution for fresh new gear. Etsy is an online marketplace that's been around since 2005, where you can buy and sell anything from clothes to iPhone cases. It's great because Etsy is made up of sellers who are hand-making tons of original items. Etsy is full of all the things you love that you can't find anywhere else. Like this Obama zombie shirt from Tina Sea Monster. Defeat the zombies? Yes, we can. Pick it up for $20. If zombies aren't your thing, check out the Chop Shop store. They specialize in collection tees, which feature groups of items. The Internet's shirt has 29 web beams like Dramatic Chipmunk, Star Wars Kid, and even Bub Rub. Think you can name them all? They also have collection shirts of cars, aliens, and robots. Show the world what you love for about 20 bucks. Etsy is more than just t-shirts. You can even up your geek flair with old school Nintendo iPhone and iPod cases. And if you don't want your pants on the ground, pick up some retro video game belt buckles from Hutch Me. These solid brass toned metal buckles are hand assembled and sell for 18 bucks. And for those special occasions where you want to look classy, be sure to check out their selection of custom cufflinks. They have everything from 20-sided die to Lego Star Wars figures. You can show off your nerd in a whole new way, starting at 15 bucks. Do you have a great idea for a shirt and want to start making some cash? For a 3.5% sales fee, Etsy can be your portal to selling your original items. Head over to their blog and virtual labs to find tips and how-to videos on everything from screen printing and selling your own t-shirts to getting more views on your items. So if you want to stand out from the crowd with some new threads, then what are you waiting for? Hit up Etsy.com for some great original gear.
No one can ever have enough zombie shirts.
Yes, or large functionless belt buckles.
Exactly. Wow. Bye, audience. And speaking of dysfunction, it's time for today's epic fail.
Ah, yes. What happens when a dump truck driver forgets to lower its back end after dumping?
That sounds really dirty.
It does. And it sounds like an epic fail.
Wait, that man lived, right? Yeah. I hope. Tell me he lived. Yeah?
Sure.
Yeah?
Sure he did. Yeah, he did. He lived. He absolutely lived. The footbridge died a horrible death, though. He's probably dead. Fail it.
All right, before we go, give us a call because we want to know how you want to spend this Valentine's Day.
I know how you want to spend it.
Oh, yeah.
Give us a call, 805-268-7123, and talk to us about who or what you'll be loving on or in this Valentine's Day.
I'm probably going to sit on my couch and play Peggle. Yay. Go to g4tv.com/AOTS for all the things you saw today and more.
It's the truth, by the way. Thanks for hosting today, Miss Allison Hayslip.
Oh, thanks, guys.
Thanks to our guest, Jolene Blaylock. Thanks for letting me be weird and perverted with you. Next play starts right now. Good night, everybody. See you later.
Peggle.
Oh, yeah.
Alt user.
Oh, space humping. Yeah.